The king of the void, Void Ghidorah, is possibly the largest ever kaiju in existence, being over an insane 12 miles long. The three-headed interdimensional dragon kaiju is feared as the eater of the worlds, who spends most of his time destroying planets and making cakewalk of other puny beings. So, going by that impression, you can safely bet that it's pretty damn huge to say the least. In fact, according to official descriptions, this kaiju size in the void is actually limitless. But then again, let's just stick with the more realistic figure of 12 miles. That is 20 kilometers, because that's a pretty crazy figure as well. I mean, it's hard to imagine any other monster being as huge or bigger. But the world of fiction is full of surprises, and we've got 13 such surprises in store today. With that being said, let me introduce you to 13 fictional monsters larger than Void Ghidorah. Number 13. Zunisha, One Piece, over 21 miles. Oh yes, folks, Zunisha's actually been carrying the island of Zhao on his back for over 1,000 years. Being almost twice the size of the Void Ghidorah, Zunisha is described as the Naitemi Norita elephant that's been wandering the oceans of the New World. For a clearer size perspective, this ocean-walking elephant is so tall that, other than his legs, his body never touches the water surface. Also, did you know that his head is usually in or above the clouds? Simply gigantic. Number 12. Aldoron, Fairy Tale, 31 miles. Aldoron, the wood dragon god, is one of the 5 dragon gods that inhabit the continent of Giltina in the Fairy Tale universe, alongside Ignia, Merkphobia, Selene, and Viernes. Basically a titanic behemoth, Aldoron had 5 cities across his back and hands. Yeah, you heard that right, 5 entire cities, which could even be considered his own country in a dormant state. As a matter of fact, Aldoron is so large that, for reasons unknown, he's known to have killed 300,000 people in a single move when he awoke. Such is the sheer size of this humongous dragon, or rather, dragon god. Number 11. Mysterious entity of the Florian Triangle, One Piece, over 33 miles. Put your hands together for the largest sea monster in anime, and even one of the largest monsters in the world of anime. The mysterious entity, or rather entities, of the Florian Triangle from One Piece. These unknown ominous entities were even larger than the thriller Bark, which of course is by far the largest pirate ship in the world of Oda. Although the creatures still remain a mystery, it would be interesting to see whether this mystery monster ever gets to make another appearance in the series. Number 10. Brethren Moons, Dead Space, about 2,000 miles. We enter the realms of video games now with the Brethren Moons. Now, their origins may be unknown, but it's pretty certain that these are a series of moon-sized creatures throughout the galaxy. Ones that consume all organic life that they encounter through their use of their markers. These giant spacefaring monsters are actually believed to be the final life cycle stage of necromorphs. Apart from being crazy big, the Brethren Moons even have colossal, almost worm-like tendrils and tentacles spouting out from their big fleshy mass. Some of the tentacles could perhaps be hundreds of miles long. So good luck beating that, folks. Number 9. Ego, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, 2,160 miles. When the universe first came into existence, one planet developed differently from all others, gradually evolving over millions of years to possess intelligence and consciousness. This planet became known as Ego, the living planet. I know, it's insane. Ego is actually a planet-sized monstrosity. A celestial, primordial being of tremendous size and power, Ego desired to find meaning and had sought meaning to remake the entire universe via an omnicidal extinction-level event known as the Expansion. Number 8. Gohma Vlitra, Asura's Wrath, 5,840 miles. Feast your eyes upon the Gohma Vlitra, a powerful dark spirit and basically the embodiment of the planet's anger towards the demigods. Vlitra was a manifestation of Gaia's very will. Being a planet-sized entity, the Gohma is a force to be reckoned with, as is the case with all the monsters in this list. The Gohma is a monster of epic proportions and just loves causing destruction as its hobby. It's also exceedingly strong, to the point that its level of impurity is described as immeasurable. I mean, it's easily over hundreds of times larger than the King of the Void. So immeasurable seems like the perfect word here. Number 7. Gongen Wyzen, Asura's Wrath, about 8,000 miles. First, there was Wyzen. Then there was Vajra Wyzen. But all pale in comparison to this Asura's Wrath villain's final and most powerful form, Gongen Wyzen. In the game, Wyzen is one of the former 8 Guardian Generals and the powerhouse of the 7 deities. Gongen Wyzen is beyond massive. His size and girth is straight up planetary. Capable of destroying Asura with the mere tip of his finger, this deity can only be defeated by channeling all of Asura's might into a 6-armed super punch straight into said fingertip. Number 6. Karma Fortress, Asura's Wrath, 15,500 miles. Imagine a monstrous fortress with tremendous power that can fuse with a demigod. Well, that's just what the Karma Fortress is. By the looks of it, the fortress/monster appears to look like a colossal ruined Buddha statue that easily dwarfs Gaia itself in size, with only an armless upper torso and a colossal, partially destroyed halo attached to the back. As if it wasn't powerful with just the immense size already, the Karma Fortress even had a weapon with the ability to utterly obliterate anything within its line of fire, as well as being powerful enough to destroy Gaia itself. They call the weapon the Brahmastra. Number 5. Unicron, Transformers PS2, 75,000 miles. Unicron, the massive transformer, is one of the earliest creations of the universe, an arch-nemesis of the planet Cybertron. As it shapeshifts and uses its powerful beams to try and destroy the homeworld of the Autobots, Optimus Prime rolls, or rather flies, out to defeat him. Now, if you really want to find how massive the Unicron is, it's probably somewhere between the planets of Neptune and Saturn. If that isn't crazy, I don't know what is. Number 4. Aurelion Sol, League of Legends, 16.4 million miles. That size figure probably says it all. I mean, if he ever happened to appear in our solar system, then his body would make it nearly halfway to Mercury from the Sun. Yes, it's that massive. Number 3. Golden Chakravartin, Asura's Wrath, over 6 million light-years. Okay, we just blew the size figures beyond the charts with this one. The Golden Chakravartin is a literal god of sorts, so let's have him describe himself first. After all, we're just puny mortal humans. I am the true god, the embodiment of the wheel of life, the spinner of all mantra. Thank you for introducing yourself, Chakravartin. Now, if you still can't comprehend the epicness of this monster/god, during one of the boss fights, Chakravartin will literally be throwing planets and stars at you. Although even a god of astronomical proportions as this would probably pale in comparison to the next 2 monsters. Number 2. Super Shenron, Dragon Ball Super, 40 million light-years. Super Shenron is the largest ever fictional dragon and one of the largest creatures in existence as well. Being the largest eternal dragon in the entire Dragon Ball franchise, as well as the biggest creature, Super Shenron has no limits to what he can do. He's larger than even galaxies and the universe, which of course is simply enough to blow anyone's mind 1,000 times over. Yet he's still not top dog here, and that title actually goes to another crazy monstrosity. Number 1. Granzeboma, Super Robot Wars Z3, 52.8 billion light-years. If you've ever watched Gurren Lagann, then you probably know this one. Hold my beer because I'm unleashing the Granzeboma, which is quite literally the largest monster in our list today. I mean, the sheer size of this monstrosity is so mind-boggling that the observable universe itself would look like a tiny speck in comparison to this insane being. Ever imagine throwing galaxies as weapons? Probably not, but Granzeboma actually does just that. What's more, Well, he can literally grab 2 galaxies and smash them together, using its power to create an endless series of Big Bang explosions that causes an infinite number of galaxies to blast his enemy. Simply epic. Also, that size figure is actually the minimum that we considered. The Granzeboma is easily way more massive than that, so you've got a proper overpowered monster here. That's all for today's video, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and do check out our previous videos too. This is Factaholic, and we'll see you around next time with another amazing new video. Peace!